Good evening, everyone. A warm welcome to each one of you joining us today. Our partners, mentors, volunteers, team members, well wishers, and champions of education. I also welcome our esteemed guests, Mr. Manish Michael and Ms. Kajal from Reliance Foundation, who have kindly taken time out to grace this occasion. It's an absolute honor to be with you as we gather not just to launch a program but ignite the possibilities. At eVidyaloka, we believe that geography should never define destiny. A child's pin code should not determine the potential, and that one caring mentor can transform the life of a young student. Today, we take out bold step forward. Today, we launch something powerful. Today, we strengthen. Welcome to the launch of Growth and Grit. Let's begin by grounding ourselves in the purpose that brings us here. To officially welcome you all, I invite our CEO, Vrinda, to address the gathering and launch the initiative.
Thank you. Thank you, Nikita. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to the launch of our mentoring program. Heartiest welcome, Manish, Abhishek, Kajal, and to all the guests who've dialed in to be with us today on this special occasion. At e-vidyaloka, we reach and teach children across rural government schools through structured digital classrooms, connecting volunteer teachers to students. Many of our students are bright, capable, and full of aspiration. And this mentoring is to give them the exposure, guidance, and to help them navigate these possibilities. We want to support these young minds with direction, encouragement, and informed pathways so that the talent is not limited by geography. Today, we're launching the mentoring program. We strengthen the bridge between aspiration and achievement. This is a truly momentous occasion, the beginning of a deeper guidance, ensuring that the talent, wherever it exists, is nurtured with direction, confidence, and opportunity. A very warm welcome again to all of you. Can we have the video, please?
Somewhere in a small village, a child is solving a math problem for the first time. Somewhere else, a girl is discovering that the stars she sees every night have names and stories. These children don't lack ability. They lack someone who sees what they could become.
Good evening, everyone. This is Brinda. I'm the CEO of e-vidyaloka. At e-vidyaloka, our aspiration has always been that we reach and teach the children of this wonderful country. The geography should never be a deterrent for a child to come up and learn and get educated. And we've been doing that for the past 15 years. But now we see almost many of them being bright, being curious, and being very excited to learn more. And we want to encourage those children who have an aim in life to ensure that we provide the best possible support. We mentor them to get better than what we're doing.
When you work closely with the children from the underserved communities, you begin to notice the ones who are reaching for something more. The student who finishes a science lesson and then asks, "But why does it work this way?" The one who teaches her classmate what she has just learned. These children have already shown us who they are. What they need is someone by their side. A mentor doesn't transfer knowledge. A mentor opens the door. In their studies and beyond, that one relationship can reshape a child's entire sense of what's possible. This program is designed to honor that potential and to nurture it with the individual attention it deserves.
We have built this program with care because we know that good intentions alone don't carry impact. Every student in this program has been identified through a structured process based on their performance, their curiosity and their drive. Each mentorship pairing is thoughtful and deliberate. Mentors will work with students over a sustained period, focusing on STEM areas and broader life skills, building not just academic capability but confidence and aspiration. What we are building here is not a one-time effort, it's a long-term investment in each child's journey.
To every volunteer who has given their time to e-vidyaloka, this program exists because of you. You showed us what happens when someone simply shows up for a child. Mentoring is volunteering at its most personal. It's not about a classroom of thirsty, it's about one student, one conversation, one moment where a child realizes someone believes in me. If you had ever wondered whether one person can really make a difference, this is your answer, and we are inviting you to be a part of it.
One mentor, one child, one future, changed forever.
Thank you so much, Brinda, for setting a tone so beautifully, reminding us that mentorship is not just a programmatic addition, but a transformational layer in child's learning journey. Now, to understand the architecture behind this powerful initiative, please join me in welcoming my colleague Kyati Srinivas, who will walk us through mentoring program framework and what it truly aims to achieve. Over to you, Kathy.
Thank you, Nikita. Can we have the slide, Shubha? e-vidyaloka leads three national flagship programs: EDGE, which focus on 21st century skills aligned with career skills; NSIC, which focuses on sustainable development goals action through traditional Indian practices; and Brainiac, AI-driven solutions for community development from our students. Heartiest congratulations to all the winners of our flagship events. Today is a celebration of talent, effort, and the bright journeys that lie ahead. These students have already demonstrated their passion, talent, and determination. What they need now is a guiding presence by their side. A mentor goes beyond teaching. They listen with empathy, encourage with belief, challenge with purpose, and open doors to new opportunities. That one meaningful connection can expand a child's vision, strengthen their confidence, and completely transform the way they see their future. During this journey, mentors and mentees will connect regularly each month, building a relationship rooted in trust, encouragement, and consistent guidance. In every interaction, they will work on defined goals or problem statements, recognize their strengths, overcome challenges, and explore relevant tools and skills and develop practical roadmap for the progress. We are truly excited about this journey and the possibilities it holds for our students. Through this mentorship, they will gain new skills, fresh perspectives, and the confidence to dream bigger. By December 2026, students will gain deeper clarity, sharper direction, and the confidence to move purposefully towards their aspiration. All the best to all the mentors and the mentees.
Thank you, Kathy. That was insightful and energizing. A clear roadmap of how intention meets implementation. Dear friends, we are privileged to have with us a leader who understands the power of partnership in driving systematic change. Manish Michael leads partnerships at Reliance Foundation, brings over 20 years of experience in sustainability, ESG, and community engagement across corporates, governments, and civil society. He previously served as CEO of United Way India, driving national-wide community impact initiatives, and is an alumnus of University of ESSEX with specialization in human rights and development. At Reliance Foundation, under leadership, education, youth empowerment have been central pillars of impact. It's my pleasure to invite Mr. Manish Michael to share his thoughts on mentorship and the future of education. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, Nitika. Congratulations, Brinda and the entire eVidyaloka team to actually launch this very, very important program. And I want to share one inspiring story which actually inspired me, in my journey of working with people in the development sector. About 15 years, 20 years back in Outlook magazine, there was this story of a small child who used to live next to, a very small town in Mangalore on the coastal area and the beach. And his father was a fisherman. He used to live on the coast, so every day, when he comes back from the school, he used to get fish to eat and little rice and little, pickle and dal and everything. And that was his life, and he loved the way his mother cooked his lunch and things like that. One day he comes home and he does not find fish on his plate. And he asks his mother, what happened? I mean, I have grown up on fish, as much as I remember as a small child. Now there's no fish on my plate. What really happened? I mean, did father fall sick? Did he not go for work? So the mother says that, where your father used to go and fish, government is coming up with a big port there. And so therefore your father will not be able to fish there. And you may not be able to get to eat fish every day. I mean, we will do something else to earn a livelihood, and maybe some days, you will get that fish to eat, but not every day. He was very, as a child, cried, angry, and he didn't eat his lunch. So fine, parents tried everything, to, pacify him. Next day morning, everything was very normal. After about 2 weeks' time, the school teacher comes from the school to this child's house, and he asks, "Why is your son not coming for the last 2 weeks to school?" And parents are very surprised, and parents says, "I mean, every day he is getting up in the morning, getting ready, taking his school bag, going, and you are coming now and telling me that this child is not coming to school." I mean, both the parents are very worried. And when the father comes in the evening, the mother shares this thing that has happened. Father says, let's not ask him directly, let's not confront him, let's see what he does every day when he goes. And he's a fourth standard child. Like, no, I mean, 10, 8, 9, 10, 10, 12 years old child, fourth, fifth standard. So next day morning, again, the same thing repeats. The child gets up, dresses up, takes his bag, leaves the house. And parents quietly follow him behind. And they see that this child is actually has created a small chart paper in which it's written, government, government, go away. I want to eat fish every day. And he's standing with that banner holding every day. So, I mean, parents were moved by, what they really see there. So they go back to the school. They did not touch the child. They go back to the school. The school comes, the teacher comes, the entire community comes together. And, then they can actually negotiate. They got this power to negotiate that small patch of place where they can actually fish. And then the child was happy again. But imagine in this child, the hero was the story, the hero was that small child, who took that step. So I mean, the moral lesson that I draw from this lesson, from this story is, which I feel is very relevant, is that when you take the first step, everybody comes together to support you. Everything works when you as an individual take the first step. Mentoring can happen, you can reach out to mentors, you can reach out to anyone, but you are the one who's going to take the first step. Because if you don't want to change, nobody can change you. And so that's the message I wanted to leave. And this world has a lot of opportunity. You have to take the first step, and then everything comes together for you. It's like a plant. When the seed is planted in a earth, right? That for a long period of time, the seed is actually very dormant. People think nothing is happening, but then somebody comes back and put little water, the seed comes up, then the sun comes, then photosynthesis happens and the plant grows. I think the mentors are also like that, but you're the seed. If you are determined that you want to grow, mentors will come to you. You will be able to reach out to mentors. And I'm so happy that e-vidyaloka is actually introducing you to this process of mentorship, because at some point of time you must be introduced to this, because the moment you understand that how this works, today e-vidyaloka is providing you mentorship. Tomorrow you can find your own mentors in the world that you would like to sort of work with. So therefore, I feel this project is very, very important, and we are there. I always believe, and I always tell this story at every platform, is when a child is small, he always says, "When I grow up, no, I will become this. I will do this, I will do that." And on the other side of the spectrum, people like us, who are on the older side, they say, "I wish I could have done it when I was a young person." So now when you are in your youth, you are young, this is your moment. This is your time. You must go out, find your way out, get mentors, get going. And it says, right? I mean, Rumi is one of those philosophers who says that the moment you start walking, the path comes in front of you. If you don't walk, there is no path. So the first step comes from you, and then the mentors and everything can support you in your journey. So that's all I wanted to share with you. All the very best to e-vidyaloka, Brinda, her team, and to all the students who's going to benefit from this mentoring program. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Manish, for your inspiring words and for reinforcing the importance of collaborative ecosystem in education. When institutions come together with shaped purpose, impact multiples. Now we move from vision to lived experience. Mr. Sunil Hebbar brings over 25 years of experience from banking industry and has been a dedicated volunteer teacher with eVidyaloka since 2021. He currently teaches 8 schools, teaching English, mathematics, and science from grade 5 to 9, while also contributing to scholarship program, H, and NSIC programs. Please join me in welcoming someone who truly represents the spirit of eVidyaloka, a volunteer who has not only taught but transformed lives and grown alongside the students he mentors. Let's hear from Sunil Hebbar as he shares his mentoring journey. Over to you, Sunil.
Thank you. Namaskara. Nice to hear and wish you all the success, Michael, Brinda, and team. e-vidyaloka has been a fantastic journey for me. For me, as I said, I left the corporate world 5 years back, and I was looking at something. I wanted to do something, and then I said, okay, I picked up e-vidyaloka, came out, and said, let me do something. And they gave me an opportunity. And to start with, I started teaching. And then I said, okay, that's nice. And then as I started picking up things, then NSIC came up. And that was very wonderful. I mean, when working with village kids was an amazing thing. And it's like when you work with the city kids, and I mean, my son is, and I connect out with my son's friends and all, the energy is something different. You see, actually, when from a village kid, there's a bit of naiveness and things that they're very naive, It's something which we don't see in the city kids. I mean, frankly, to tell you, sometimes they're a bit arrogant as well. So when you connect out, and I think, and that's where I thought, okay, let me do a bit more. And then I'm very fortunate for eVidyaloka to give me something to work on Edge. And I had the opportunity to work with some of the smart kids. I mean, they're really amazing. And I can tell you, some of them, one of the girl, she actually knew only Kannada. And her name is Bhagya. And she said, I want to be an IPS officer. I want to do something. I've seen my people around just struggle and things. Then I started, okay, let's chat up and let's figure out something what we can do. And she said, and I said, do you know English? I know a bit of English, because end of the day, when you get into something, you have to do competitive exams, and competitive exams are really tough. So somewhere you to do something. He said, okay, let me try something. And actually, she picked up English in 2 months, and then she came and spoke in English for the when she was interviewed. I was really amazed, and I did not expect her to do all the way in English, but it was fantastic. Likewise, I mean, last year I had an opportunity to work on a NSIC project. There, one girl and a boy, and they were from Raichur, and the other side I had to work with kids from Coimbatore, and they were like Tamil, and on the side Kannada, and there was no common language barrier. I mean, it's because it's like two different Tamil and English. They know on one side it's Kannada only, right? And it's also nice when we started connecting. The kids from the Karnataka started picking up some of the words. I said they started greeting them each other, and then they started talking a little bit, and then they started conversating and things. They started sharing the problems to some extent. Like they started the guys in Coimbatore managed to pick some Kannada words, and they came out with jointly with certain activity. That was amazing. I mean, we just as a mentor need to be there and see something what we can do. But I think, as I said, I mean, this is a fantastic platform, and I left the corporate. Do I regret? I don't. And do I want to go back? No, because it's an amazing journey, and I mean, it's hard. I can say that it's fulfilling, and I'm sure with this program there'll be lots of kids who will really get benefited. And I mean, sure, India has this vision of, and I mean, I've heard Mr. Ambani telling us that India will be a $35 trillion economy, and 30 trillion has to be grown in the next 2 decades or so. And the kids who can make it happen are the kids who we connect now. If they don't deliver, that 35 billion or the Vikasit Bharat of India will be a difficulty. So I think it's nice to see that Reliance connecting out, because I've heard the speech of the chairman, and he shares the vision, and I feel that's the vision he carries, and this is the right platform, because we need to get the kids growing. And also with certain kind of challenges which our society has, it's better to groom them now and get them up. Like they say, we can bend the plant but not the tree. So it's best time to do it, and I'm very fortunate, and thank you very much, eVidyaloka and team, and Reliance for joining and making this happen. All the best, and look forward working with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sunil. That was heartfelt and authentic. It reminds us that mentorship is not one-way street. It engages both the mentor and the mentee. With that, we come to close to today's ceremony. Now, to formally express our gratitude to everyone who made today possible, I invite my colleague Shubha to deliver the vote of thanks. Over to you, Shubha.
Good evening, everyone. As we conclude this meaningful launch, I come before you with an immense gratitude. On behalf of my entire team, I extend my heartfelt thanks to our CEO, Ms. Brinda, for her visionary leadership, and to Mr. Manish for the beautiful story that you had shared with your encouraging words, and Kathy for representing the program and the entire framework of mentoring program, and Mr. Sunil for reminding us why mentorship truly matters with your own experience with the students, and finally to Nikita for the beautiful comparing of the ceremony. To our mentors, volunteers, partners, and the entire e-vidyaloka team, this initiative is a reflection of your commitment and belief in equitable education. Behind every program launch, there is a silent effort, collaboration, and dedication, and I'm deeply grateful to the operations, program design, volunteer relations, and communications team who has made this launch possible. Most importantly, thank you to each of our mentors, because the time, the effort that you give today truly matters for the child's future. With gratitude and determination, we move forward and ready to make our mentorship program meaningful, measurable, and transformational. Thank you once again for all of you for being part of this whole journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shubha. Let us carry this energy forward. Let's build not just careers, but confident. Not just skills, but self-belief. Thank you all for being part of this event. Have a wonderful evening ahead. Jai Hind.